The Adidas Dropset Trainer 2. This has been one of my favorite modern day cross-training shoes for lifting, and that's for a few reasons. And to get a better understanding of just what's going on into the shoe regarding its construction, I cut my pair open to see what's inside. All right, so now let's take a look inside the Dropset Trainer 2. So with the Dropset Trainer 2, you're gonna have this thin foam insole. You have this nice breathability here through the midfoot, and this also feeds into that cutout here in the midsole. So in the midsole of the Dropset Trainer 2, you have this ventilated surface here. This helps give you more breathability. Now it does hinder the shoe's performance for daily wear, especially if you're in the rain, so keep that in mind. I learned that the hard way with this model. But when we look at the internal construction of the shoe, I honestly find it really interesting because in the Dropset Trainer 2, you have two different types of foams. Up here in the forefoot and midfoot, you have a foam that's a little bit more flexible and a little bit more responsive. This helps give the forefoot a lot more bounce. So for jump rope, for broad jumps, for basically any form of plyometric where you're really driving through that forefoot, that gives this shoe's toe box a little bit more flexibility. And then as you get to this midfoot, you have this TPU overlay that helps give you a bit more rigidity through the midfoot. And then you have this high density foam back here. So this foam doesn't really compress very easily, and it kind of sticks out in the heel here like a weightlifting shoe, hence why I love this shoe for lifting. It kind of has a very traditional weightlifting shoe feel to it. And then looking at the upper of this shoe, you have additional overlays here to help give this midfoot a bit more structure. You have that on the lateral side of the shoe, and then on the medial side, you just have this rubber overlay that kind of transitions from the midfoot back here into the heel. Now on the heel of the shoe, you have a nice layer here to help give additional support, and then you have some synthetic overlays over the midfoot and forefoot to help give you additional durability as well. Looking at the medial side of the shoe, you have once again this rubber overlay, and the boot itself has a bit of padding and structure to it. So the boot cup itself internally has a nice rigidity to it. So if you like a stable ankle construction or rigid boot for your training shoe, that's also a nice perk of the Dropset Trainer 2. And then on top of the overlays here on the upper, you have a pretty breathable mesh throughout, and the tongue itself is a padded mesh. Overall though, that's pretty much the gist of the Dropset Trainer 2's construction. I like it and find it really interesting with this TPU cutout here in the midfoot, and then also with the two different types of foam through the midsole. But if you have additional questions on this model's construction, drop a comment down below. Hopefully you found this video interesting. I love nerding out on shoes, and as I cut more models open, it's really cool to see the tech that different companies put into their cross-training shoes to give them their own unique fit, feel, and performance. If you have additional questions on the Dropset Trainer 2, check out my content on this shoe. I have a ton, it is linked down below, but also if you have additional questions on this video or this shoe, or if it's right for you, drop a comment down below or reach out to me personally, whichever you prefer. And as always, y'all, drop a like on the video, drop a subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one.